Hey everyone, I'm Tara, the founder of The Art of Being and the creator of the Art of Being certification. And today I want to talk to you about enjoyment. Enjoyment in the definition in the dictionary is the process to finding or accessing a benefit for something. And I want to talk about it in a slightly different way. I want to talk about it in a way that says, when you're in joy of the moment, it means that it's actually tapping into something that's inside of you and pulling up the wellspring, almost moving the energy inside of you. You feel more alive in that moment. Okay. So you're in the joy of your being. So we can go in and have more intention to having enjoyable moments, whether it's standing in the shower and actually feeling the emotion and the sensation of having the hot or cold water upon your body and what that does to you. I find that moments like that, or it could be a project at work where your boss gives you a project or you give yourself a project if you're the boss, and you really feel more alive. You feel like you've tapped into parts of you that didn't exist before that or had never been stretched that far. Connecting with the other people in the group or with another client has actually like enlivened you. It brought you more alive. That's what enjoyment's all about. The other piece, though, that I want to point out is that enjoyment does this thing where it bridges the gaps between our mental, our physical, our emotional, and our spiritual being. Enjoyment bridges the gap. A lot of times people are all talking about mental well-being. Well, if you're always in this eighth of your body, right? So the head is about an eighth and the brain is probably less space than that because it certainly doesn't take up the entire head. What happened to the other 7/8? Right? The seat of the soul is not up here. It's deep within the cells of the body. The emotions really spring up from here. Sensations generally are here. This 7/8 needs to deeply be connected to here. And when we're disconnecting them, it's very hard to move from a space of anger, depression, sadness, apathy to joy, peace, happiness, passion, pleasure. We need to bridge the gap here. We need to bridge the gap from the body to the spiritual, to the emotional, right? We need to be whole. And so enjoyment is one of those things. So we're not a victim of enjoyment, though. We're not a victim of it. We can actually be intentional, be in the moment and see, did this bring me joy? It's okay if it didn't. That's a choice. Like, okay, well, I don't want to do this thing again because that didn't have joy in it for me. It didn't tap into my being and bring me more aliveness. It didn't bring flow, right? And then the other piece to this is a powerful piece. And this is how we don't become toxically independent. Tag somebody in any piece that they brought to your enjoyment. And what I mean by that is share your appreciation that they brought more enjoyment to your life. But I want you to share it with way more specificity. So let's say your boss puts you on that project that we talked about earlier, and it just lit you up. You feel like you were stretched and it was so much more for you, and you feel like more of a person now and you enjoyed it. Don't just mention how you feel. Let them know how much they appreciate you. So it could be something like, oh my gosh, Ted, being on that project was amazing. I appreciate you so much for choosing me for it. It brought me alive. I feel like I added more to it. And I would love to be on more projects like that. But thank you. Thank you for thinking of me, right? So the main core, whatever it is, right, of that whole conversation is them. It's not you. It's not your need. It's not the future. It's in this present moment. your choice to put me in that made my life, right? It just brought me more alive. It could be your kid. Your kid does something like they chose to be on the football team. They chose it. And you could let them know, oh my gosh, I absolutely love going to the football games, watching you. It gets me out of the house. I'm meeting new people. It's all because of you that those things are happening in my life. And not only that, but it brings me so much joy to watch you and to see you developing yourself. But you've also impacted me because you're bringing me more joy by meeting new people, being out in the fresh air, experiencing life that like I wouldn't have before because I wasn't so much into sports, possibly, whatever it is. The more that you tag people, like actually share your appreciation for their part in bringing up your energy, your joy, your wellspring of being, the more that's going to happen in your life. Okay. So do life with intention, tag people in it. And then the third piece that I want to share with you is ask the universe for more moments to truly be in your joy and stretched into more of who you are. And then follow it up by tagging the universe and appreciating the universe for those moments by allowing them in, really allowing them to impact and touch you, and sitting in the seat of the enjoyment, being in the moment of joy. Thank you so much. If you like these kind of videos, comment below. That's my favorite thing, but you can like it, you can subscribe. My favorite thing is being in conversation with people. So anything that you have to say, even if this wasn't helpful, you can put that below too. But I would love to know how it does help anyone that it is. And if it doesn't help, there's plenty of other stations that you can tune into that would possibly help you in that area. Thank you.